pleasure also. See, Kailash Techs, okay, we started around beginning of 2000, and of course, we started with our major principle with the MCS. Right? So with MCS, we did a lot of good machine supply with all the corporate group like Wellspun. It was our degree for us, particularly for the towel market. And of course, then Tirupur also we entered with group name MP Shankrich and P-Tex also with our dye machine. So slowly along with MCS, we started also working with Technorama because which is the major key supplier also for the particularly development of the salmon because that is the art of the plant. So Technorama is always geared up and always doing a lot of R&D to make a development for the production company. As well as along with this, we also work with the Salwani, which is also the pioneer in case of loop agent. Now in this moment they are almost number one in the world, but not only number one with the numbers but with the technology, particularly with the digital and also the color appearance, color development, which is the key point for the lipstick. And they also come up with the new technology in the case of combination of dryer and tumbler, which nobody has in the world. Having said that, the importance of this plant is that cover always the requirement of the customer. So if they want to go with the dryer, they have the dryer as well as the tumbler. So that is the case. Along with that, also we work with the Pivotex, which is also the pioneer in the yarn type. And everybody knows about the technique, which is almost number one in the world, for particularly for the yarn and the automation of the yarn. What I want to also add on this, that last ITMA, our principal MCS also added most developed machine in the sense of particularly fabric kind, which is now as a trend going in the needs with the compact knitting. And the compact knitting, we can proudly tell you that we have the solution and we are able to dye from standard from 140 GSM even up to 700, 800 GSM without any issues. What the machine, what we are promising to our customer is a grease free, which is very, very unique. As well as we have the new washer also, where the lowest water consumed on that fabric. And of course we have the new development with the new jigger, first world the new jigger with the 4 cylinder. Okay, because even the MCS was also the inventor for the high temperature, high pressure jigger, but now it is with the 4 jigger. So it is also good for the customers. We have already good customers like Bardhaman, Arvind, they are also using our machine. And of course, as along with our principles, we are trying to grow up as well as see practically what we believe that our industries grow, everybody should grow. Absolutely. That is the final point. Of course, on the service, we have very good backup from our principal. But as practically as we are made in 100% in Italy. So let's say in the beginning of the year, couple of years, normally service is not required. But at the same time, we have also service people. What we do normally, we make not as a AMC, but we make as a standard practice wherever the machine sold. In the yearly, we are making the quarterly visit. Okay, it is good for the customer because not only our one principal, but all the principal wherever the machine has been there. So it is good for customer to have the service throughout the year. So wherever the any case of urgency, so the customer is already prepared. So even also backup from the principal. That helps us. As a, I can tell you about the dye in the sales, because that is also the core area of the production. So what we do, is when we discuss now with the particular with the project, we have the standard range of the machine, which is also with our competitor, and also we have one upper hand with the our own machine. Okay. So what is that? So customer have the one range where customer cover the production as a sustainability, but certain fabric or certain range which is not able to cover, we have the upper hand machine which can able to cover. So what, as a project, we also try to help the customer in the sense to know to make it suitable for the project cost, and not only the cost but also the important, as a MCS, that we have our own dye house in Italy. So our own perspective also like that, we have to go with the low running cost and also to give the good quality, good production. So that is the main motto of it, and always the MCS focus for that. Customer, in the range in India particularly, I follow also Sri Lanka, but in the range of India, customer has all their class, and of course it is depend on the cost also, what the project cost is. So the machines, wherever the machine suits, normally they follow the supplier. In the sense, why with the MCS, okay, or why with our other principles like Technorama. See, our first always we try to give, as I said, because nowadays most important is not the project cost. Finally, because any buyer or any customer, as it is a buyer's market now, so everybody want to compromise on the price line. So finally, how we approach to the customer? We say very simple. The customer has to see what is the importance in the sense of the running cost, because his buyer never going to pay or increase the cost for the production. So in that sense, whichever the machine able to have the low running cost and the good ROI in the sense, return of investment, that is going to help you. And we try to convince always on this point. Okay, because finally one machine is a X price, okay, ROI is a 10 years, our machine is a X price, X plus price, and ROI in 5 years. So that is the main difference, and we try to convince the customer on that basis. That is our as a global globalization and other things you consider. What we can see, or also from the market, what we can see is that of course there is now getting creation of the vacuums from the Europe to China, from US to China. But still, what I can say, this year is actually the survival for us. Everybody, not only the textile, but all over the world. But having said that, from the beginning of 25, what I can see or what we can see that there is a good sustainability and good kind of requirement for the garment as well as for the process of the work. But also, India is known as for the cotton industry. It is going to have a completely turnover or switch over in the polyester. And polyester in the sense mainly with the activewear fabric. Because now the people whom we are meeting, in fact now last 2 months, I had almost 5-6 projects was for this line. So what we can see is there is a vast change will happen in the next year. This year no, this year is a survival. But slowly next year it should be cleared up. And from our point of view, as I told you, that what we are giving as a package, because dyeing machine offered by everybody. But in case of, I'm just telling you as a figure wise, if you go with the regular dyeing machine, banana type or the long type, in particular in the polyester, which is having the huge water consumption around 80, 90, 100 liters. This what we are trying to minimize with the new package, which is with the online system with the de-oiling, dyeing, and again the washing with the rope. Since we are changing the complete concept. We will able to do instead of 100 to 80 liters, we will able to do within 40 to 50 liters. Because that will be helping the customer to save the huge cost. Not only, I am just saying running cost, but in India now is the ETP cost. Nobody is considering it. It's a huge saving. So this is how we are now representing. Let's see how much we can able to convince. But as a future of even whether it is cotton, whether it is polyester, we are now giving this proposal. And that is because of, we are already running our dye house in Italy. So we will try to always minimize the running cost. Otherwise there is what I can see now, if we follow for China and Taiwan, now these people are approach us back because in the early stage they did only the investment in the dyeing. But now we had a meeting with Decathlon, China, Adidas, Germany. They have approached us to minimize the running cost. Why? Because there is a huge running cost and also the respect of environment. That is also one of the points. So now in China, for considering, we are selling our particular washer. Instead of just give you example. Instead of 3 or 5, 6 bath, which is consuming 50 liters of water, we have introduced our washer directly to the 18 to 20 liters. So you can understand, and also the fastness, giving the same fastness which is the required by the customer. So this is how we are trying to